Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Good afternoon, and welcome to today's live trading session. How are you doing? Okay, so I hope everyone is doing great. All right, so we are just gonna give a few more minutes for others to join, then we'll start up fully. Okay. All right, Mr. Samuel. Yeah, nice to see you. Okay, so just a few more minutes. Let's say 2 more minutes. That is by 3:30. Sorry, 3:05. Yeah, when the rest a few other persons join, and then we'll kick start immediately. All right. All right. Hello everybody. Welcome back. Okay, mm, so we're going to be starting up with going through the Forex Factory to see what we have. Okay, so I hope my background is not that noisy. I'm not actually in the studio right now, so you might not be still be hearing some noises at my background, but please, I would really wants to concentrate more on my voice, I'll try to be as loud as possible so that you follow me fully. All right, so let's get through to it and then check what we have in Forex Factory to see what we're actually going to be expecting for the remaining parts of the day. Okay, so let me just go ahead and share my screen. Okay, so I believe you can see my screen now. I believe you can see my screen. All right, so we have today is Tuesday. Yesterday, of course, there were no much news from yesterday, but of course today we have I think we actually have more news, but still not a very high impact news. First of all, from Australia, it actually came out early hours of the day, that is by 4:30 a.m. So the effect of the news has already worn out. Okay, the effect it actually had some volatility, but the effect is already off of the market. It's no longer but of course, we'll still take a look at it and see how much that particular news affected the market. It actually affected it massively. So if you followed Australian news around that time, we discovered that it was massively volatile. The news was massively volatile. And one thing about this particular news is that it came out negative. All right, it came out negative for Australia. That is their cash rate. So it didn't give strength to this particular instrument. So we're going to take a look at it and see how it did. Because if you check the outcome of that news, their monetary policy, their bank rate was not changed. So it means that they didn't increase their interest rate. All right. Interest rate was not increased. So that is why you're seeing that particular of course we'll see it. All right, we'll see it. Now going forward to by 9 o'clock, we had news from CHF, and of course by 4 p.m. we're going to be having volatility from US, which is FOMC. One of the FOMC members is going to be having a speech. All right, so we're going to be having a speech by 4 p.m. and you should actually be expecting it to be a little volatile. It's actually going to be a volatile news. All right, so be looking forward to this. Be looking forward to it. All right, be looking forward to it. Now let's quickly dive into our chart and see what we have on our chart. Okay, so we are going to be starting with dollar index. We are going to be starting up with dollar index and sorry, let me just turn off some. All right, please, if you join, please do well to always turn off your video so that it shouldn't distract other persons. All right. Okay, so this is dollar index. Sorry about that. All right, so this is all right. Now, if you check Forex, what's it called, dollar index today, you discover that there was a massive recovery that actually happened between yesterday and today. There was a massive recovery of most of the shares. Of course, you know that dollar has actually been the weaker instrument for a while. It has actually been the weaker instrument, and as at yesterday, we took out some trades. saying that, okay, fine, I think it's actually a sell limit at then that, and it picked up the buy from here. It picked up the sell and then came all the way down to this particular support. And from this support, it actually bounced off from. I don't know how many of you actually closed up the trade when it got to this particular point. All right. The plan was actually for it to get to this point, which is at 104.527, but it didn't get there as at yesterday. It got to 104.670. It got to 104.670 and then bounced off. So if you were still on the trade as at yesterday, well, you are still actually still going to hold on a little bit or just set up a stop loss. Now, this is for yesterday, please. This is for yesterday. For those of you, because I remember I gave out a sell limit. All right, I gave out a sell limit saying that, okay, it might go to pick up from here and then come down. It did pick up, came down, but it didn't get to take profit. And I know a number of you would always want to wait till it to get to take profit. But then if you did, I know, of course, I know people are actually closed up yesterday, but if you didn't close out your own as at yesterday, set up a stop loss as at price 105.737. Set a stop loss at that point. Then let's now continue. All right. So if you check this particular instrument for today, you discover that, okay, this particular yesterday, it's actually, this was where we set up our stop loss to be, right? And it gave us what was it called, a hammer. This is a perfect hammer. All right. And of course, we already know what a hammer is a price rejection. And most time when you experience this kind of hammer on a support, especially a verified support as at that, and as at yesterday, this wasn't a verified support yet. All right. This was only the support that we had here. So this was a long ride that was supposed to be having, but it developed a support before from yesterday's downward move. So that was one of the major reasons why you're seeing this reversal. And this, like I said, it's a hammer, and hammer been forming on this particular point. It's already a full a proof that the market is actually going to be ending today bullish also. You're going to be seeing the market ending today bullish. Now, this particular hammer on a resistance, it's already a confirmation that sorry, the hammer on a support is already a confirmation that the market is actually going to push up. But the question is that how far would the market go? How far would the push up go? So that brings us back to this particular what is it called? One. Now, for the sake of it, I would prefer to enter. Now, remember, this particular point is it take the stop loss from that yesterday's trade, because I'm not expecting it to get here, but still, just to be on the safe side, set up a stop loss there. But for today, I am going in for a buy, and I'm taking up my trade at 105.673. Sorry, 672. That is where I am ending up my buy. So I am going in for a buy on this particular instrument, and I'm ending my buy at price that is 105.672. 105.672. That is where I am ending my buy on this particular instrument. So I'm taking up my buy at the current price, and I'm ending it at 105.672 for dollar index. Now for Euro USD today, I am not going to be entering an instant trade on Euro USD. Why? Because there is a support right here. I know that this support is not a strong support. This support is just a truncated support, but still, it's already been formed. So the best thing is for us to respect it. All right, it's for us to respect it. And in doing so, we are going to be entering a trade, a pending order on this particular trade instrument. First of all, let's take a look at it on 15 minutes time frame. And then look on 15 minutes time frame also, there is a support right there. There is a support on 15 minutes time frame. Let's take a look at it on 30 minutes also. There is also a support. So, but I doubt if there's going to be. Now, there is also a support on 4 hours, which is already trying to break below. All right, but still is a support on daily. Let's take a look at it on daily time frame. There is no any support on daily time frame. All right, and this kind of formation also that we saw on dollar index, the same kind of formation that we saw on dollar index, a hammer and of course a full push. But this one, because of the support that is there, I would prefer us to just go in for a pending order. I prefer us to go in for a pending order on 30 minutes time frame. You can go in for a pending order on 30 minutes time frame and then allow the trade to make you some good profit. That is, if he's able to break below this point, All right. I already told you before now that anytime that you're trading on support and resistance, it's better you use a breakout kind of analysis. And breakout is more like of course support and resistance, they're kind of a breakout trading. All right. I explained that already. So my entry position for Euro USD this afternoon. Now, normally I would have preferred to go in for a sell, but I would not want to do that because of that support there. All right, because of the support there, please don't jump into an instant what is it called, sell. So the only way you can do it is to set up a pending order, and the entry position is 1.06889. 1.06889 is the entry position for the buy. That is the buy entry. 1.06889 is the entry position for the buy. And the take profit for the buy is 1.07039. 1.07039. 1.07039. That is the take profit for the buy. All right. That is the take profit for the buy. Remember, what going in for a pending order, I already called the entry position for the buy to be at 1.06889, and then the take profit is going to be at price 1.07039. 1.07039. That is the take profit for this particular buy. Now the sell is going to be at price 1.065. Sorry, 585. 1.06585. 1.06585 is the entry position for this trade. All right. $1.06585 is the entry position for the sell. 1.06585, and the take profit is 1.06446. 1.06446. That is the take profit for the trade. 1.06446. That is a take profit for this particular trade. All right, that is the take profit for this particular trade. All right. I hope you've gotten that also. I hope you've gotten that. Now let's go to the next one, USJPY. Now, I remember the USJPY. I actually told you that in as much as I was actually against the dollar as at yesterday, but the USJPY was actually going to have a massive push up, and it did. It actually broke a lot of. Now, I was talking to a client as at I think some days ago. I think it was on Monday, yeah. And I told her that I'm actually expecting this particular instrument to get back to 151, and that is actually where I'm targeting to take my profit on this particular trade. So for USJPY, I am going in for a further buy, and my take profit is going to be at price. If you have mind to get to 151, fine, you can go ahead. But for today, you can just take your profit at price 150.823. 150.823. Even though there is a little bit of a retracement, but I actually see this instrument pushing up to that extent. So my TP for this instrument is going to be at 150.823. Now, you can actually try out to read out about Japanese yen in recent times. This instrument has not been doing very well. Reason is because the government feels that there is no need to increase interest rates, and also any other monetary policy what is it called, monitoring setups. There is nothing like that. So they feel there is no need of doing that because their currency is actually a little bit of strong. So there is no need of trying to do anything to push up the currency. So, well, it's actually probably been working for them, but it generally is not really been doing very well because this instrument, the projection was to get to 150, and it has got to 150 and even broke the record, got to almost 152. So yeah, I'm going in for instant buy on USJPY, and I'm stopping my buy at price 150.823. The truth is that there is a likelihood of a double top around here. There is a likelihood of a double top around here. I know if you're using RSI, you might be seeing overbought, but checking out this, okay, fine. Checking out this particular direction, you will know that you have a better chances to make money now on a buy. So let's try to use IPM indicator first and say, okay, now this is it. Is a perfect buy. You have bullish engulfing, bull cross, bullish engulfing, bull cross, every single part around here. So there might just be a little bit of a retracement, but you're actually going to be seeing a further push up on this particular instrument. That is just what it is. Now, take a look at it on 30 minutes and see also, 30 minutes, you also have a better probability of this particular instrument still buying. And on daily time frame also, look at it. It is currently been, this is a bullish engulfing candle formed on daily time frame. So this is going to be ending for a buy for this particular instrument. So that is actually my take. I'm going in for a buy on this instrument. So even if you want to take a look at it using what was it called? This is ADX. Now this is just, it has already retraced a little bit and is already picking up on the buy again. So for USJPY, I'm going in for a buy. Then CAD, USD CAD actually, pardon me, USD CAD. USD CAD, I'm also going to be going in for a pending order. If you remember the position that we took yesterday, yes, it the buy what is it called? Made us some profit. Also today we're also going to be taking up a pending order. I already fixed up my entry position for this particular instrument, and I'm taking it at this point. I'm taking USD CAD. Yeah, I know this is a turncoat support actually, so I am not considering this particular turncoat support that much. So my entry position for USD CAD, this is a pending order. All right, this is a pending order, a buy stop and a sell stop. So for the buy stop, the entry is going to be at price 1.37692. 1.37692. That is my entry position. 1.37692. That is my entry position for USD CAD, and my take profit for USD CAD is going to be at price 1.37863. 1.37863. That is my take profit for USD CAD. I'll just take it one more time. The entry and the TP 1.37692. 1.37692, and the TP is 1.37863. All right. All right, so the sell, the entry position for the sell is 1.37203, 1.37203, and the TP is going to be at 1.36996, 1.36996. All right, I'll just call it one more time for the sell. The entry is 1.37203, 1.37203, and the TP is 1.36996. So that is actually my take profit for this instrument. And for GBP USD, yes, I am still going in for a further sell on GBP USD. All right, I think I was talking with a client this morning also, and I told him that I am my GBP USD is going to be all the way to this particular, as at then, I think it was actually somewhere around there, and it has already gotten to the point that was actually proposed for any for the take profit. And I hope you all actually took up the trade. And this particular instrument, now I'm going to be using what is it called, my ADX. Now, ADX is actually still giving me a further sell. All right. I know that if you're using other indicators, you might be seeing something different. But for this particular instrument, let me actually also use IPM also to take a look at it. Now, this is it. All right. This actually showed a bull harami. Of course, if you know what harami is, that's a little bit of a buy retracement, but it's not going to stay for a longer time. Reason is because look at all these price action settings. Now, this is bear cross, bullish engulfing, bear cross, bullish on bear cross, and of course, this you only had one. So very soon is actually going to be retracing. So for USD, GBP USD, I am going in for a further sell. I'm going in for a further sell on this particular instrument. I'm going in for a further sell, all right, on this. All right, now this is a reversal. This is a reversal candle that showed up using the bear cross, and this also is a bearish engulfing formed on a verified resistance. So this is a sell reversal. Now you can see this one also. This is what's it called, a hammer. Sorry, this is a doji, gravestone doji, also formed on a continuation of this particular trade. After the spinning top formed, then you could see a gravestone doji, which is a continuation of a trend. All right, and you could actually see it. It actually formed above below this particular resistance. Means that it was resisted by this particular dynamic resistance right here, which is a moving average right here. And the moving average color has also signified a kind of a bearish reversal and momentum in this particular trade. So this one, I am going in for a further sell on it. On there is your GBP USD. My take profit, yes, I'm going in for an instant sell, and my TP for this particular trade is going to be at price 1.22627. 1.22627. But just to be on the safe side, let's look at it on 30 minutes. There is a support. but then I actually feel that the support is going to be broken. All right, there is a support on 30 minutes. Let's also check on 15 minutes there if there is also a support there. Okay, now the support is actually still lower, but 15 minutes is still showing us a further sell. The only thing we can do is that we can actually adjust this to meet at this point. Then let's take a look at it on 5 minutes. Just a second, please. All right, sorry, I've done what I wanted to do. All right, so if you also take a look at it on 5 minutes, you can see the reversal. So I'm actually expecting a further sell. So let's go back to 1 hour time frame and confirm that new position for TP. All right, so I think here is a better position for the take profit then because of all the time frames correlation. So my TP is going to be at price 1.22735, 1.22735. You can actually decide to extend. I personally, I'm riding this particular trade down to this particular trunk code support. I am riding it all the way down, and of course, I am still going in for a further sell on it. So but for the sake of this class, you can set up a TP at price 1.22735, 1.22735. Then finally on currency pairs, let's take a look at AUD USD. AUD USD, if you're using a support and resistance, you will know that this particular trade is resting between in a support zone. It's actually resting in a support zone. But let's also consider daily time frame. Now, what do you think? This particular trade also had the same kind of reversal as what was it called? Other instruments. And of course, you already know that on daily time frame, you've also already been seeing a downward movement on this particular instrument. So let's also consider 4 hours also. Now, 4 hours, the probability of this particular trade wanting to retest this particular count, this support region, might be high. All right, it might want to come and retest this support region. And every single day, this instrument has always been ending bullish. All right, in 4 hours, you've always been seeing a massive sell. All right, so let's also consider 1 hour time frame and also maybe draw our conclusion from there. So it is obvious that this trade would actually want to come down a little bit. All right, it might want to come down a little bit, but just to be on a safe side, let's still consider 30 minutes time frame. At least 30 minutes time frame should be able to give us a better view. Now you see that support you're seeing there, it is only available on 1 hour time frame. Let me still put okay, it's not actually, is also on 30 minutes time frame. The same kind of, but it's a trunk code support. It's a trunk code support. So I am personally, I'll be considering a further sell on this particular instrument. Reason is because even all the support that you're seeing, they are all a trunk code support on this particular. And of course, you know that trunk code support is not a very strong support per se, but you are not going to be judging it from there. All right. So yeah, on this instrument, I'll be going in for an instant sell also. I will just be taking my profit on that trunk code support, which is at price 0.63970. 0.63970. It will just go and retest that point. Then any other thing we want to do, it will go ahead and do it. Now, this is actually looking at like a U shaped formation. All right. If it is, then this is actually a kind of a reversal trend. Now you can check it out what a U pattern is in trading. All right. You can check it out. It's actually a very good reversal pattern also. Sorry, this the opposite of a U pattern actually. You could, if it's a U pattern, is a continuation, but if it's an N pattern, then it is a kind of a reversal trend in terms of the downward direction. All right, so this is like a reversed U, which is N, right? So you can actually take a look at it and see what it looks like. All right, so when you see the N-shaped what is it called, reversal, you're most likely going to be seeing a further direction towards a downward movement. You could see this a double bottom already formed here, but then this particular formation, it's a kind of a sell. This once it's able to break below here, you're going to be seeing a downward movement. Now you can actually browse about research about the N shaped formation and see how it actually looks like. All right. Because the U pattern actually, this is just the opposite of the U pattern. Now let's quickly so I'm going in for a sell on this particular instrument. Now let's check out the gold and other indices. For US 100, I'm actually buying US 100. All right, I'm actually buying US 100 and I'm also buying US 30. So I'm buying US 100 and US 30 this afternoon. All right. I'm buying US 100 and US 30 this afternoon. I'm buying both of them. And also on gold, I'm also buying gold this afternoon. But then for the buy on gold, please don't stay long in it. Don't stay long on the gold. Yeah, you can actually go ahead with a buy on gold, but please don't stay long. But for US 100 and US 30, yeah, I'm going in for a buy on both of them. US 2000 also, rather than going in for an instant execution on US 2000, I will actually be considering a further sell, all right, on US 2000. But I'll prefer to set up a pending order. Yeah, instant buy on US 30 and US 100. US 30 and US 100, I'm going in for a buy on both of them. Gold, I'm also going in for a buy on gold. But I said don't stay long on the gold trade, right? Don't stay long on the gold trade. For US 2000, I'm going in for a sell on US 2000. Don't stay long on it. US 2000, it's a sell for me. All right, US 2000 is a sell for me, but I said don't stay long. US 100 is a buy for me, and also on US 30 is also a buy. Gold is also a buy, but like I said, don't stay long on the gold buy. Don't stay long. Now take a look at this particular trade. You understand what I'm talking about. Now it's already having a little bit of a tiny retracement, but it's going to push up a little bit just to get to this point. So it just did a double bottom around here. So you could see this is definitely a kind of a reversal touch. But like I said, don't stay long on it. Make just little profit, and if you have good enough money, you can use a good lot size to trade on it. But for US 2000, yeah, it's a sell for me this afternoon. US 100, it's a buy for me. I'm going to be buying US 100. Then yeah, US 100 is a buy for me. US 30 is also a buy for me. But gold, I am not going to be staying long for gold. All right, I'm not going to be staying long for gold. Sorry, I think I actually opened a particular indicator that is lagging, that is dragging my system. So I think I'll just have to go remove it. And I know exactly which of them. So let it just open up, then I'll go check it out and remove it, so that I could have a more excellent session. Oh wow. Sorry about that. I've just I opened an indicator that has a high weight and allowed it to spill to the to 230. So anytime there is a massive volatility on that instrument, it always have this kind of what's it called, lagging moments. All right. Okay, so think was it on, okay, it was on GBP USD. All right, you already got the take profit for GBP USD, so I can just go ahead and take it out. All right, and we said it was a sell, right? So I said US 2000 is a sell for me, but US 100 I'm actually going to be buying on US 100, and US 30 also I'm going in for a buy. But gold, yeah, I'm not going to be staying long on the gold. Gold is a buy for me, but I'm not staying long on it. All right, so that is actually what I'm actually looking out for this particular instrument. All right, so I still said intend what I'm saying. I said for US 100, I'm going in for a buy on US 100. Now, if you notice this particular pattern, you would know exactly what I'm talking about. Check the pattern of US 100. Check the pattern over the period. You could say that, look at it. Every single day, consolidate, then push up, then consolidate and push up. Now, it has consolidated this morning, and above this particular, look at the support, the resistance here now. It has gotten to this resistance. So the next thing is for it to get to the next resistance, which is at this point. So you could tell that even if it has a what do you call it, a little bit of a bullish tone, you could literally tell that US 100 is still going to go up. Look at it now. Look at it. Still going to go up. All right. Now, of course, that does not mean, okay, you probably might be saying, but then dollar index is buying. But if you check also, this morning, dollar index was also buying, and US 100 also has been buying. And over the period, you could say that gold has also, gold had a massive buy within some time last week. And also, dollar index also had some massive buy also. So most times it's not always the way you think. All right. Just take your profit before that particular resistance at the top, before the verify resistance at the top. That is where you should be taking your profit. But for US 2000, it's a sell, and I hope you're still selling US 2000. And I hope you're selling US 2000. Please, gold, I would not advise any further sell on gold for today. All right, I would not advise any further sell on gold for today. Now, if you want to set up any what's it called, stop losses on US 100, just to be for your own safety, do it below the Tonkoch resistance. All right, do it below the Tonkoch resistance. I believe you actually heard what I said. So you can set up a stop loss for gold below the Tonkoch resistance at price 15160.03. 15160.03. All right, so you can set up a stop loss there. But for your take profit, you can make the decision yourself, because I believe that US 100 is still going to push up. And if that is the case, take your profit before that resistance up there. All right. And also the same thing goes for US 30. I'm also going in for a buy for US 30. The only one I sold is US 2000. All right. So I believe you would have gotten that. So for AUD USD, it's a sell for me. For GBP USD, I also sold. For USD CAD, it was a pending trade for me. For USJPY, I already told you, you can actually flex your muzzle up until what's it called, 151 if you want to. But then, just to be on the safe side today, you can just end it like I said, I think 150.840, something around that region. Then for Euro USD, we also set up a pending order because of the support region that has been established around there. Then for dollar index, I actually took up a buy, but I told you that buy, I'm not going to be staying long on it. And I said for US 100, yeah, it's a buy for me. But then if you want to take up a penny, and it's on 1 hour time frame, please. It's on 1 hour time frame. So you could actually set up a stop loss at price 15160.03. All right, US 2000, it's a sell for me. US 2000, I am selling US 2000. All right. So oh, sorry, I forgot to mention for wheat, corn, and soya bean. For corn, I'm actually going to be buying corn this afternoon. I'm going to be buying corn this afternoon. One thing you should know is that wheat is actually going to try to cover up this gap, but wheat, actually, I'm also going in for a buy on wheat. So I'm going in for a buy on wheat. I'm going in for a buy on corn. But then for soya bean, it's already on a resistance, even though it's going to break it. But I would prefer you don't jump into a or what's it called? You don't jump into a buy on. You don't. Or I would even advise you not to trade soya bean today, because it's had a confirmation for buy, but then it's currently resting on the resistance. So that would actually be a red flag for me. So for wheat, I'm going to be entering a buy, and good enough for it has already retraced, trying to cover up this. So even if you're taking up a buy here and then the whole retracement goes back, you probably would have been on a very good profit already, exactly at this retracement point. Then for corn also, I'm going to be following up with the buy. So that is what I'm actually going to be doing for today. All right. That is what I'm going to be doing for today. All right. So for soya, what was it? Oh wow, congratulations. So I said for US 2000, I'm still going in for a sell. Then for US 100 and the rest of them, I'll be going in for a buy. All right. So that is where we're going to be drawing the curtain for today. All right. And thank you everybody for joining. The time I actually did oil was just because of what we're doing. We don't normally do analysis on oil during this time, all right, because the volatility is not always a strong one. The volatility is not always a strong one. All right, so that is where I'm going to be calling it a stop for today. Thank you everybody for joining, and then do have a lovely day. Remember, I'm buying corn and also on soya beans. I'm going in for a buy on both of them. All right, so that is what we're going to be drawing the curtain for today. Thank you everybody for joining, and do have a lovely day. Remember, tomorrow is actually going to be what's it called? A training on currency pairs, and also on the next day is gonna that is on Thursday is going to be for indices market mastery. Please do well to join us also in these meetings. And oh, I'm just seeing this particular message said I already made 5K on soya bean. Congratulations on that. Congratulations on that. It's actually have the potentialities to push up because this this thing says so, but I wouldn't want to enter it because of this particular resistance that is just here. So with that, I'm going to be saying thank you for joining me today. See you tomorrow. Tomorrow's meeting is going to be by 1 p.m. All right. I know this one is by 3 because of the of the New York session. All right. But then, of course, further information about the tomorrow's meeting is going to be forwarded to you before the time of the meeting. But do well to also join our Telegram link and, of course, subscribe with us via our YouTube channels and the rest of them, and listen to all the rebroadcasts of the messages and the rest of them. So with that, thank you everybody for joining, and have a lovely day.